I'm so pleased to be talking today with Larry Wynn, who just recently joined our staff here at the Georgia Baptist Convention, serving in church revitalization and leadership. Larry, thank you for being a part of our staff. We're very excited about our future.
Thank you, Dr. White. I'm excited to be here, and I'm very excited about church revitalization in the state of Georgia.
Well, I don't know anybody more capable of leading this, and you're very well loved and known across the state. You did a great job providing leadership at Hebron for 35 years. I think you started out there in youth ministry, didn't you?
I did. I was children's pastor and youth pastor part-time.
That's amazing. And then you became pastor. And how many did you have in the church at that time attending and when you became pastor at Hebron?
There were about 80 of us, including 40 children on 2 church buses.
And then across those years, God really blessed Hebron, and I think y'all were running maybe 6,000 on Sundays.
Somewhere with children, preschools, and adults, everybody around the 5 to 6 mark.
God's given you a unique opportunity to minister among Southern Baptists, serving at the North American Mission Board most recently. Tell us a little bit about that.
I served there as Vice President of Evangelism, but we also added church revitalization because we really saw the need to help churches to become healthier, because unhealthy churches don't do evangelism and they don't plant churches. So revitalization became an important piece of that.
Well, I want to talk about that a little bit today, Larry, because I think that we have folks among us that may not see this as a real issue. How big is the problem of church revitalization? How big is that need?
It's incredibly big. Dr. White, between 70 to 80%, depending on who you're reading, churches in Southern Baptist ranks are either plateaued or in decline.
That's a pretty frightening number.
It really is. You
know, we talk a lot about church planting. It seems like church revitalization is a good balance along with church planting.
If we're going to penetrate lostness in North America, we're going to reach people with the gospel, we must increase the birth rate of churches, but at the same time, we must decrease the death rate. 800 churches a year die in Southern Baptist ranks.
And it may be that the greatest key to revival is the revitalization of our churches. If our 70+% of churches that are plateaued or declining were to be revitalized, what an incredible sweeping revival that would bring.
Revitalization must be a movement rather than a program.
Yes.
And every movement, scripturally and historically, has begun with prayer. So I believe as churches begin to pray the Lord of the harvest and understand lostness, then we'll see revitalization take place.
Now, I know you've just begun your work here with us on our staff, and we're delighted to have you, but I wonder if you could just sort of share with us a little bit of a concept, maybe of the plan, how you hope to approach your revitalization of our churches.
Certainly. My goal is across the state is to enlist pastors who are willing to reach out to other pastors to encourage them, to, if that pastor so desires, to mentor them, and to walk alongside them. But also churches to do the same thing. Maybe there's a smaller church in the community that a church could assist in vacation Bible school, or they could assist in a fall festival, just helping one another.
The thing I like about what you just said is that church revitalization applies to all of our churches. Every church in Georgia can get involved. As a healthy church, assisting churches that may be struggling for one reason or another, or a church that may be challenged in a given area can find help through revitalization.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, there's a conference coming up in December. I want to talk about that a little bit on December the 6th here at the Missions and Ministry Center. Would you tell us about that?
Sure, I'm excited about that day. December the 6th from 9 o'clock until 4 o'clock. Pastor Johnny Hunt from Woodstock First Baptist and myself will be leading a conference. It doesn't matter where a church is on the spectrum, there will be something for that pastor. And I would encourage also the laity of the church to come with the pastor that day so they can catch the vision. So
this is for every pastor and layperson who has interest in church revitalization and leadership coming to this conference. And we look forward to what you and Johnny are going to be doing that day. Now, there's a cost involved, I think, isn't there?
The cost is $30. You can register at nam.net. The North American Mission Board is co-sponsoring this with the Georgia Baptist Convention. They're doing the registration. But with a $30 registration fee, there's also a $15 gift card to Lifeway that will be given to every pastor who attends. Well, thank you, Larry, for being with us. Thank you for
bringing some new excitement about church revitalization. I think one of the great needs that we have in Southern Baptist life today, the revitalization of our churches. And you're going to make a big difference in Georgia. And everywhere I travel around the state, folks are excited that you're here and serving with us. And we'll be praying for you as you lead us in this very important ministry.
Well, thank you. I really look forward to it.
And I hope that you'll be making plans for the upcoming conference on December the 6th, $30 registration fee. But it's an all-day event. You know, when you think about $30, that's not a bad cost if you're going to get a $15 gift card for Lifeway Bookstore. So come and be a part of that event and learn more about church revitalization. That's a conference for healthy churches and churches that are seeking revitalization. We look forward to seeing you at the Georgia Baptist Missions and Ministry Center on December the 6th.